What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to be talking to you about the debut album from the band Ebauche Noire, entitled Pochoir De Cendre. This is released on Obscure Vanity. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are based out of France, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very melancholy, melodic, and very raw take on black metal. This is a project formed by a guy by the name of Adrian Weber. You may best know him for his work with bands such as the Mark Riddick-involved band Macabre, and his main project under the name of Lord Genocide, that band being Voceferian. Very raw, filthy, and disgusting black metal, and probably his most well-known project, and he has delivered some incredible full-length material with that band. But last year, he wanted to form something completely different. Do a more melodic, melancholy, and raw take on black metal, and involve many different musical stylings and ideas to form something very creative. And here we are with this project known as Ebauche Noire. I'm probably pronouncing the band name wrong, and if I am, I apologize in advance. But anyways, for this project, with the exception of the drums, he pretty much plays and does everything. He does the instrumentation, he does the vocals, and I believe someone else is involved with on the drums. So here we are with the debut full-length under the band Ebauche Noire entitled Pochoir De Cendre. It's only 2 tracks, but it clocks in at around 43 minutes in length. So both songs that appear on this album are very lengthy and require your absolute full ears and attention. You shouldn't fast forward or skip through either of these tracks, because both of these songs are going to offer something very different and something very creative. Take the opening track, The Sun and the Moon Will Rise. That's a 31-minute long track, and for every single minute that song passes by, you're going to get an amalgam of different sort of atmospheres being shown as you listen along. It becomes a lot more melodic, a little folky. You almost get a sense of a post-metal sort of vibe going on with some of the riffs being done within the first half of the track. And then you can tell this is a sort of traditional black metal song as soon as the vocals set in. I think the vocals that are being handled on that track are very creative. You get an almost depraved sort of scream and growl going on with his vocals at first. And then as the song goes on, you can tell that this guy is definitely getting more entranced within the story and the overall concepts. Even to the closing moments where you hear him almost do a sort of clean, croon sort of singing kind of style, which I think is very awesome and very different to this for this kind of style of black metal. But as far as the music is concerned, I think the music just flows along tremendously. I love the way these riffs sound on the track. I love the creativity, the melodic pacing. I just love the way these riffs are. It's very beautiful sounding, especially towards the second half of the track. Again, focusing on variety and detail, there's a lot of great things going on with the riff work on the song. I think the drum work is very awesome too. This drummer really does handle himself very nicely for the track, pretty much keeping along at a great and steady pace for the most part. I really appreciate the speed of the drums on that particular track. Even if it's a 31-minute long song, I think it's an entertaining 31 minutes. But then we get to a track like Where Stars Like Tears Freeze to Crystal. That's where you get the raw black metal elements that you would best know this guy's projects for. The rawness is very well evidented on the opening riffs of that track. That's where you get those almost really raw, buzzy, tremolo-style riffs. I think they really sound gorgeous and lush. I love the way that the riffs are on that track. His vocals are just very tormented and very powerful sounding. I love the way he is on that track. And of course, the drums have a more traditional raw black metal sort of feeling to them. You're going to get a lot of fast blast beats, a lot of variations, very good snare tone. I just love the way this drum kit sounds. It's a really great sounding drum performance, and it's very well handled on the second track. It's very traditional sounding, and I think he makes this track sound really, really good. But the main focus of the second track are the riffs. I think these riffs are so amazing sounding. I mean, this guy is a world-class level musician, I would say, and he definitely shows you why he works so hard to get his craft delivered. And on Where Stars like Tears Freeze to Crystal, it's just so amazing sounding. I love the variations that he does with the riffs on that track. Once again, cutting the track in half, like one half of the track will be heavy, and then later on, it'll just get much, much heavier from there. And I think that's a very, very great sign of songwriting being focused here. If you're into black metal that's melodic, raw, sorrowful, you're going to get a lot of great ideas being brought forth with this project. I think this is a sensational debut album, and I definitely applaud Adrian for delivering some very, very beautiful music. And also a shout out to Obscure Vanity for being bold enough to release something creative as this. This is a very awesome piece of black metal and very multi-layered and multi-tiered. It's just so wonderful to listen to. Yeah. It's only 2 tracks, but these 2 tracks will make your time worthwhile. So I'm going to leave you some links in the description box as to how you can get a hold of this and listen to it. I will leave you a link to the track I just mentioned, Where Stars Like Tears Freeze to Crystal. That track is available to listen on Adrian's YouTube channel, the Voceferian YouTube channel, I should say. And I will also link you to the Obscure Vanity web store where you can purchase a physical copy. It is available on cassette only, and all cassette copies will come with a patch of the band logo. And I believe, I'm very sure there'll be more formats of this album available sometime if cassette doesn't happen to be your sort of thing. But I think it's a much black metal sort of quality to have it on a tape. I think it's really awesome. So, again, the album is Pochoir De Cendre by Ebauche Noire. This is released on Obscure Vanity. Definitely support this, and I'm going to give this a very strong 8.5 out of 10. Very unique and interesting black metal. I definitely applaud Adrian Weber for making this very possible. So support Ebauche Noire and support Obscure Vanity. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks all for watching. Thanks for joining my channel. And until the next time, Army Ho out.